Rolling in the Mist is a series with fantasy violence, mentions of gore, and worst of all, cussing. Viewer discretion is advised.
And welcome back to Rolling in the Mist, our actual play City of Mist podcast. I am your master of ceremonies, Kevin Carpenter, and joining me today, as usual, are...
Nice. Ryan, playing as Leo.
Jason, playing homicide detective Arthur Strange.
Oh, we're going to give our titles? Fine. Doctor.
One of these days, we're going to get these intros
Yeah,
right.
we're going to get
We're gonna get it right, but not today.
No, but that day is not today.
So, in our last episode of our radio drama of a bunch of nerds playing a tabletop role-playing game, our two heroes, the Detective Arthur Strange and Dr. Leo Castello. I'm never going to get that last name right.
It's to say that I can't remember his first name.
Yeah.
You can,
Leo
just
Castello?
call me
Castello?
Costello. There.
Castello.
If
Okay.
you want, you can call me Arturo. If that helps you
Don't worry,
remember.
Arthur. I'll remember you. After all.
Our two heroes had a meeting with fate and each other. Yeah, that's some cheesy noir shit right there.
That's what we're all about here at Oddly.
Yeah. So, Detective Arthur Strange, you met up with a teenage girl named Dora who informed you of her ex-boyfriend Skid, who was planning something at the hospital that night. Meanwhile, at said hospital, Dr. Leo Castello was performing open heart surgery and used their powers to heal the person that they had nicked one of their arteries. Winded, the two of them heard a scream, and both our heroes ran into the hallway to find a mysterious lumbering figure attacking a secretary. The two sprang into action, and because of a lot of really bad dice rolls, got into a real bloody hobo fight with this figure.
Oh my god.
What a great description
Just-
of that fight.
Just three grown men just wrestling around in a hallway filled with broken
that
glass.
thing was not a grown man.
And just failing with the utmost sincerity.
After Detective Arthur Strange punched the figure's head in, he then grabbed his associate and led him into a room with two nurses who were still sewing up the open heart surgery. We now return back to the action. So, when we last left our heroes, Arthur Strange kicked down a door, even though there was no door. It's more like flaps. Well, I guess there's a door that you kicked down, and then you ran through some flaps.
And immediately he kicked it so hard it flat back and smacked me in the face. Ah!
Sorry.
And you scream.
Someone give me some goddamn help here. This guy needs help.
Ah!
The two nurses, who were still sewing this guy up because, this happened over the span of like maybe 2 minutes. Look over and they're just like, Doctor, what? Oh my, who are you? What happened?
Calm down. I need some bandages or something.
No time for that now. Don't listen to this man. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's drunk.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, how much did you smell? I could smell it in your breath.
You want to fucking die here? I don't mind leaving you.
I'm not the one who stabbed me with the bottle when he was openly carrying an open alcoholic beverage.
Do
I'm
we
not
need
the one who didn't fucking fail burning his ass.
Do we need to call the police?
I am police.
And
Oh
you
my
can see
God.
what a great job they're doing in this city. Yes, nurse is... I'm winded. Because in that winded one, we forget about it. He's like,
my
nurse,
chest.
is the patient sewn up?
They hold up their like bloodied hands. It's like we're still in the middle of it.
Jesus Christ, you can't sew a man up in 2 minutes. God, I failed you as a doctor and a teacher. Put him on the that thing that we move bodies with, a stroller,
A stretcher?
a gurney.
Sir, we're
I
still.
love Kevin's face. Like he had to take that. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what he's doing when he's dealing with me.
I think one of the nurses is like, I don't know, and the other nurse is like, we can't move and a body that's still being stitched up over the heart. It's just okay, just put him down to the side. She turns to the other nurse.
What are their names?
The brunette one is named Maddie, and the blonde one is named Angelica. And Maddie turns to Angelica and goes, just like, you just help him. I'll finish sewing this guy up. Just take him over to the sink. Go.
Let's go. Come on. You fucking bum.
And I'll be like, I remember this. Wait, Maddie's the one who said yes. Put him.
Maddie was the one that said we can't move this person.
And then I look at
Angelica.
Angelica. I'm like, my sweet blonde angel. I'll remember this, Maddie.
I carry him over to the fucking to the sink. Not as smooth, not as easy as I could have done it, but I get him there. Because I am still struggling with the pain myself.
You got punched in the gut, man.
Let me punch you and see how that feels. I know you're hurting, but I am hurting too. I took a punch from Big Head McGee, who had Sal Saga powers.
As I tell him, I'm like,
I am also drunk.
and I was gonna say, should I give you a scientific fact? The human bite force is stronger than a punch.
And so as we're waiting,
We're bickering.
as we're waiting for Angelica, I'm like, how you been?
Yeah, Angelica immediately just like opens up some cabinets, next to the sink, just starts taking out like medical supplies and all that. Is just looking over you and is immediately treating to your wounds. And she turns to you, Leo, and she turns to you and she's looking between both of you as she's like fixing this wound. She goes, "What happened? We heard a scream. We heard shattering. What went on?"
And I say, Angelica, there's no time for right now. What's rule number 1? A doctor's never supposed to take his eyes off the patient, right?
Yeah, sure.
Rule number 2. Where's the painkiller medicine you guys got around here?
Don't listen to him. He's drunk.
Shut the fuck up. Where's the painkiller medicine?
For him?
For me.
Yeah, he doesn't really care about me. But seriously, Angelica, sweetheart, where's that pain medicine?
Roll convince.
What the fuck? Me or him?
For both of us?
No, just one of you. I would say you're good since you are clearly in pain. You roll convince.
Okay. Yeah, we don't treat druggies.
3.
Jesus.
Okay, so clearly I don't get the pain medicine.
Yeah, she looks you up and down and goes like, we're low on supplies. We gotta focus on him.
All right, then where's the nearest fucking coffee machine?
She while still keeping her eyes on Leo is just like, just go down the hall. Take a right.
Thank you, Leo. I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'm gonna go check on that thing, see what the hell if it's still even alive.
And I give him a smart ass remark. Hope you don't burn somebody alive on your way.
Thing? What? Is someone dead?
No. Yes, but the insurance will take care of it. Is Maria here? She'll probably have to end up cleaning it. Before are you walking out to leave?
I'm about to leave. I look at Angelica. I was like, is there any other staff still on duty right now?
I mean, just around the hospital a little bit. Like, we're the only ones really on this floor, like currently working. This is a surgery ward. We're not really like doing a whole lot right now. Just go.
As he's leaving, I tell him, while you're getting coffee, he's like, check to see if anything suspicious was on his body.
All right.
His body. What's going on?
1 minute in no time. And then I quickly say, I'm sorry for calling you that woman. You have earned your job respectively.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
I'm really sorry.
I do feel a little threatened in this workplace as your like wound bleeds out a little bit more.
I'm bleeding out. I'm like, you could tell why. I am.
Don't leave this room. Stay in here.
And I look at him. And he's like, he's got a very good point.
Keep everybody in this room. Stay in this room. You hear anything? Protect yourself with a scalpel or something. I don't fucking know. And I'm walking out my way out there. Before I go get my coffee, which I drastically need now to sober myself up, I walk over to the corpse and I start inspecting it as best as I can with my pain.
Okay. I just want to say you have a 2 status, so that's like a good punch to the chest. You're not like limping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
you don't have broken ribs or anything like that.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now it's okay. So
yeah, we're learning the game.
I'm just in pain. I'm just pain. Then.
Yeah, you're gonna feel in the morning, but you're good.
I go, fuck. So I go up to the body and I start doing I start inspecting it. What am I seeing right now?
Okay, roll. Okay, so just quick glance, you see that this is a tall figure in a hospital gown and nothing else. In fact, the flap in the back has opened, so you just see his bare pale ass. You see his head caved in a little bit, like unnaturally from your punch, and his like blood and like brains.
Is that gray matter still spewing out?
Yeah, I mean it's not like spewing out, but yeah,
Well,
it's
like-
definitely
like-
like on the floor.
Is it there or did it
It's still
fade?
fresh.
Like what I'm
Yeah.
asking is like, is the gray matter that came out, did it evaporate or did it fade or is it still physically there?
It's still physically there. Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, it takes
So
a
it's
while for
mixed
actual
with
brain
blood
matter
and
to
brain
evaporate.
matter and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Okay.
Think of it
So-
like a gelatin. Like
Yeah,
in
no,
real life,
but because like sometimes supernatural stuff, it'll go away when it dies. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I was curious. Is it still physically there?
Interesting. You're right. You're
So
right.
it's in the physical world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use cautious, and I'm going to use crime scene investigation.
Okay. Tell me how cautious plays into this.
Cautious in the sense of I'm going to approach it carefully. I'm not going to try to really touch it per se, but still get a good view of like, okay, what am I looking at? If I do have to move it, it's more of my foot kind of pushing the body over.
Okay, because you've already seen this guy
Yeah.
come up from
Exactly.
one attack.
So if I get too close to it and if it tries to bite me, I'm goner. So if I keep a good distance, I can at least jump out. I can at least jump on the other side of the hallway and start running and let him know.
Okay.
Hey.
I like that. Okay.
At the meantime, I can also still use my crime scene investigating because I want to see. Okay, I'm looking for clues. I'm looking for any kind of thing, any kind of clue to give. Like, okay, what is this creature? Is it even human? If it was, what caused it to not be? You know,
Okay.
anything I can think of.
So roll investigate.
Son of a bitch, here we go. Keep in mind, I'm still drunk.
I'm gonna say at this point you've a little sobered
I'm
up.
sobered up
Okay.
after that whole.
No problem.
After a punch to the chest in a fight.
I was gonna say he
Woke
punched you
me
so
up.
hard he threw up all the.
10.
God dang.
Wow.
So that's a 12 overall, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a perfect
All right. So
score.
with
Thank, dude, I was so scared.
so with 2 tags, you get 2 clues. What do you want to ask?
Is there any markings to indicate that something happened to, I guess, this person, if it even was a person?
Like. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't. Say.
I guess like any kind of ritual scars or any kind
Like a
of
paranormal sort of
say any
thing?
kind of paranormal thing that
marking.
yeah, anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I think in a you rolled really well, by the way, so I'm gonna give you some detailed answers.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like from a paranormal standpoint, like his eyes not having pupils is definitely one thing. Like, you know, you've seen your fair share of dead bodies, and you know that pupils
Right.
don't suddenly just disappear when someone dies.
They're like fishes. They kind of gray out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, and it's also just like kind of weird how his brain is. Like, you've seen your fair share of brains too, and usually there's a bit more blood, a bit more pink. You know, like. Not this is really gray.
Brain gray matter.
Yeah.
Writing this shit down.
It's good.
Yeah, but I think the since you mentioned like markings and all that, you also see that on this person's toe is a tag.
What kind of tag?
It's just like it's like almost like a tag you would put on like your luggage, or it's just like a little
Like a cadaver tag?
Yeah, exactly. It you look at
Mortuary
it and
tag.
you look at it and it's a mortuary tag
I think that's what it is.
labeled to
Yeah.
this hospital.
We have a traitor.
To the hospital. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm like literally taking notes like a detective.
How dare we play our characters?
Before we
Okay.
started this podcast, Jason was like, "I suck at mysteries, but I love puzzles," and I had to like think about that phrase for a minute.
Oh, dude, no, like, it's weird for me. I'll explain it off camera. But
No, explain
Okay,
it. Dude.
so-
We're on
Explain
camera.
it, man.
Explain it on
okay,
camera.
so I love puzzle games. I love like the idea of like using my brain, but I'll get very frustrated if I can't figure it out quickly, and it gets to my nerves. And so that's why I'm like, okay, I want to do
Damn
something.
you! How dare you make me think critically?
Yeah. So I played this character because I want to give myself a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of picking the easy route. That's why I usually play Warriors
Yeah.
and Dungeons and Dragons. I want to give myself a challenge and really start thinking.
Ooh, I like that.
So, okay, so, and I have a second question now, right?
Yes, you have one more clue.
Did this creature leave any kind of trail behind before it attacked the, like anything that I can lead to where it came from, or anything like from where it originally started, so I can
Okay.
at least go investigate a room or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you actually see, you're looking over this this person, this figure, this creature, whatever, and you actually see that there's a cut on their leg, and
Not the one from him, right?
not the Achilles tendons
Not
cut,
that
which
airbending
aren't
slice.
bleeding that much. Like
Oh.
for
That's right.
for the amount that you guys have fucked this person up, there is not a whole lot of blood pooling on the ground. But you do see this like weird, like almost clear, almost yellowish liquid, this like small trail that goes down the hall to the elevator.
Whoa.
Liquid. Okay. And it's leading to the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay, elevator. Cool. All right. With that said, I take it all in. I kind of kick it a little bit just to see if it's even going to start moving.
Yeah, you kick and it doesn't even twitch.
Okay. So we can safely say it's dead. I go to Leo real quick, and I just kind of like, I don't know if I should knock or anything, but some kind of like, Leo.
How am I doing?
Yeah, I think at this point, Angelica has put antiseptic and disinfectant on like your bite wound, which hurt, like just and then put bandages over it. So reduce your tier status from hemorrhage 3 to banged up 2.
Banged up too.
Leo.
So she's applied bandages to you. You're not like actively bleeding, but you're still as beat up as
I mean, I lost some blood.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can get some free transfusion right now. Since
Leo.
What?
How you doing?
I think for a second I should give a smart ass remark, but I'm looking at the nurse, and I'm like, yeah, I've used all my best jokes.
Yeah, and Maddie actually comes out through the flap, and still wearing these latex gloves covered in blood. She's like, okay, the patient is sewn up, still unconscious. She looks down at you, looks over at the detective over here, and she's like, can someone tell me what went on?
And then I'm like, you know what? I just revivified my snarky comment.
Wait. I got it. Long story short, suspect outside, tried to attack your receptionist. Unbelievable durability. Fucked us up pretty good. We killed him. You two are the only people in this room right now that is still alive.
What?
I swear to God, that's it.
And she's like, he's telling the truth, nurse.
Sorry, did the criminal come in? What happened?
No idea. I got here myself. Came to this hospital on a different, something else completely. Next thing I know, I go to the receptionist's desk. No one's there. Just dead quiet. I hear a scream. I start running down the hall. That's when I bumped into Leo. Next thing you know, I see your poor receptionist getting attacked by this asshole. And we tried to fuck him up, and it went the other way around.
And then I clearly go,
Bravo pointed at his own
sorry.
injuries there.
I was just like, example A. So I get up and I kind of go over and like, how are the nurses reacting to all this?
Yeah, so Angelica is like freaking out. Like she like steps up. She's like, "Oh my god! There was a criminal, a crazy person in here." And she actually like leans out the door to like look outside. And she sees like the body out in the hall. She's like, "Ah!"
Oh my god, Angelica! I forgot her name for a second. It's like, and like I slam my hand against the. Apparently the tray.
I take in my fingers. I'm just going. Oh,
Yeah, and like at this point, Maddie walks over and looks through like the glass and sees the body. She's like, "Oh my god, you actually killed him."
Yeah, you seen one dead body, you seen them all.
Oh, no. And I give a quick nice.
Is he wearing a hospital gown?
Apparently, he also looks like he has a tag on his toe. You know what that's about?
And then I quit a tag like.
Looked like a little. What kind of color was the tag?
It's just a yellow tag.
It was a little yellow tag.
Are you a mortuary? Wait a minute. You're telling us a dead body attacked us right now?
I'm guessing so. Looked like there was a trail of some weird clear yellow liquid. It was coming from the elevator.
The elevator.
Yeah, Angelica, she does not want to leave the room. She is backed up from the window and is like pale. But Maddie's just like, what the? Okay, no, I'm going. She opens the door and walks outside, and she like looks down at the body. Her hand's still covered in blood. I cannot stress
Okay,
this
then
image.
immediately I say, Angelica, sorry, Maddie. I look over and I was like, Angelica, I'm sorry. Take a deep breath 3 times, please. Calm down. You're fine. You're doing good.
Meanwhile, I walk up behind her and I pull out my badge. Ma'am, as of right now, this is a crime scene. I'm gonna have to have you to stand back and not touch the body. I will be phoning in backup real soon.
Are you saying that to Maddie or Angelica?
Angelica. Whoever's trying to go to the body.
Maddie the brunette.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Maddie.
Roll convince.
Real convinced.
I was gonna say, Maddie, you can't leave the room with bloodied hands.
7.
Oh, what tags are you using, by the way?
Crime scene, homicide detective.
Okay.
And I will use overconfident as my weakness. So.
Okay, so just
seven.
straight up 7.
Yeah, 7. But I still get it because I want to upgrade that training.
Oh, remember, mark it.
I know. I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think she's like, you know what? All right. Fair point. I should not be out here with bloody hands, but I am calling the cops immediately.
And when you're at it, ask for Captain Jackson.
Okay. And she walks into the room. She takes off her gloves and starts like washing them as Angelica is still like fanning her face and going, "Oh my god, oh my god." And
I go over to comfort her. I'm like, I kind of grab her slightly, I don't want to, to cause so many problems. I'll be like, Angelica, look me in the eye. Take a deep breath. Okay, breathe with me. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Remember, I know it's a little scary. You've already seen dead bodies before, right?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
And I need you. Don't worry. The police are on the way. There's a policeman Everything's fine.
Leo.
Take a breath. 1 second, Arthur.
Okay.
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 Take
All
a
right.
breath,
Okay. All right.
Here,
All right.
I think. Why don't you go with Angelica or Maddie?
I am Angelica.
I
Why do you keep
understand.
confusing us?
It's-
We have completely different hairstyles.
I say I lost a lot of blood.
I have short
I
and
see-
blonde. She has long and brunette.
You know
Ma'am?
what? I appreciate that you're getting angry at me.
Ma'am.
It's fine as long as you're relaxed.
Ma'am,
Arthur,
can you please just leave? Get yourself somewhere safe other than here right now.
I say go with Maddie.
Okay. All right. I am keeping completely out of this. Oh my god.
Wash
and
your
she
hands.
walks Yes, and she walks over to wash her hands as well.
Leo, quick question. What do the yellow tags mean?
Well, usually that comes from our mortuary just down below in the basement. You said it came from the elevator, right?
Some yellow clear liquid. It doesn't look anything. Do you have any yellow liquids that you put in the bodies?
I mean, we put some injections that kind of help preserve the body, if, when somebody has to come by and identify something or, for research. But maybe, that could be like a reactive pus. You said it came from the elevator, right?
Okay, yeah. Trial's coming from the elevator.
Okay, real quick. I go over to the...
yeah, just to clarify, it was leading from his, a cut on his leg to the elevator.
Got it.
I go over to the cabinets, and did she ever give me pain pills?
Yeah, I think she gave you some pain pills and gave you some bandages and all that. So
Okay.
you're doing all right, but it's still you feel a bit banged up.
Is there anybody in the mortuary right now? At the
Well,
bottom
we don't
floor?
know. We have
You
to find
guys
out.
don't know. You would have to go.
I say let's go to the mortuary and see.
Fine.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right,
always
so yeah, so
start-
we go. As we're passing by, how cooked is my lab coat?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty burnt. It's pretty.
Can I still wear it even though there's burnt holes in it?
I mean,
just leave it.
it's a burnt rag at this point, my friend.
I am a doctor and I am proud of what I earned, so I pick up my rag and I put that shit on even though it's falling apart.
Yeah, as you pick it up, bits of the fabric actually just fall to the ground and
and I'll be
just,
like,
rip
that's
off.
gonna be the hospital's expense.
Yeah, this is some nice bloodborne cosplay right
Yeah,
here.
that's right.
So we're going to the elevator.
Okay. So you go into the elevator, and there is indeed the trail of this weird liquid that goes into the elevator and is pulled a little bit in the middle of the floor. Where do you guys go?
I go down to look at it, just to investigate it,
Mm-hmm.
and I use my training in.
I look around, by the way,
Mhm.
and do I see a little cart with those piss vials?
No.
No, cool.
There's not just casual bottles of piss. Just
No, I'm not. No,
No,
but
yeah.
the little
It's like a cart.
cart with all the
Yeah, no,
equipment.
that no.
Okay,
It's
so
just
that
an
one
was-
empty
of those.
elevator with the pool in the middle.
Yeah, it's just an empty elevator.
So yeah, okay,
No, but
so,
I was talking about the hallway itself.
Yeah, no, there's nothing in the hallway. Yeah.
so I use my experimental chemistry mastery for my training
Mm-hmm.
to kind of do an investigation to see if I see anything odd as to what this goo might be.
Odd.
Well, because I was looking.
That's
for,
the secret word of the day.
I was looking for a little container to take some of that gunk to take for forensics. But there's nothing around it. So.
But yeah, I investigate to see if because again, being a surgeon, I've come across a lot of goo.
Go for it.
Okay. That's +1. Yeah, screw it.
Is the coffee machine around me?
You were in the elevator, so no.
The side quest.
Oh, we went in. I didn't know we went in.
Buddy, 9.
Alrighty. So, yeah, you get 1 clue. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it was 1 tag, right? The chemical thing? How many tags?
Sorry. Yeah, no. Yeah, I have 1, so 10.
Oh, okay.
I got a 6 and a 3, so 9 + 1 is 10.
Okay, cool. So you have 1 clue.
Is it something I've never seen before?
No, it's actually your.
I'm very.
Yeah, I mean you're not like pretty familiar with this. This isn't really your department, but yeah, no, this is like just straight up embalming fluid, or whatever the proper term for the fluid is. Put inside dead bodies to preserve them.
Okay, so I take a look at it. I'm like, yeah, this is embalming fluid. It looks like it was. And I'm still kind of not touching it, but kind of looking at it a little deeper before we do it.
Put a little bit on your fingertip, lick it, just like.
That's 3 weeks. I'm like, yeah, this is actually recently injected embalming fluid.
How recent?
I don't know, maybe like about a couple days. Now, you said the thing had like a type of goo that was kind of grayed out?
Yeah, when I punched it, gray stuff came out of its head. And then this clear yellow liquid coming out of its cut. Not from what you made.
Yeah.
It was already like another cut.
Interesting. Yeah, I think this corpse was recently injected with some more embalming fluid, given how fresh it was.
Let me ask you something. What time did the staff leave here? Before it was just you guys?
I mean, usually before we initiate the night shift, around 6:30, sometimes 7. Late people, 8.
Interesting. After once you guys leave, who's left on staff?
It's usually the emergency doctor on call. Well, here in the emergency room ward, I think that's what they call it. There's the receptionist, the 1 tutor nurses, myself, and I guess you consider the cleaning lady. It's a skeleton's crew, pretty much. There's no one supposed to be at the mortuary right now.
I'm looking for somebody right now. Some ex-boyfriend, some girl. What was the young lady's name again?
Dora.
Dora. Said he got this weird USB file on it, and basically he was coming to this hospital. I think I found his car outside. But by the time I got up here, the receptionist was getting attacked. And that's when that whole fiasco took place.
So would it be like some sort of terrorist attack or something?
No, this was different. He was talking about a book. For whatever reason, he picked this location.
Book?
This is all happening in the elevator as we're going down.
No, we haven't pushed the button yet.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys are like talking like right outside the elevator.
As he says that, I'm like, you know what? Let me ask the receptionist to see if maybe she saw a guy. What did he look like?
Some handsome looking emo fucker.
Wow, that really narrows it down. Like
kind of lanky looking, has hair coming down his face like this, like
so a real Linkin Park wannabe.
Yeah, think more
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
One of those. not bashing anybody out there. I said, all right, give me 1 second.
Think The Cure, but was too edgy for The Cure.
Do I know? Well, I should know the receptionist's name.
Is the receptionist even still there? Did she take off?
You're looking around. The receptionist is gone.
I figured she ran when I distracted him.
Damn.
Yeah.
I said call the elevator, but when you do, take 2 steps back. We don't know if more of these bastards are down wherever this thing is coming from.
Okay, yeah. So I guess as he's telling me that, I stick my head out. Okay. He's like, well, the mortuary's on level 5, so I press the button. And, I take a step back. I listen to it. I avoid, even though I know it's embalming fluid.
We both take 2 steps back from at least the door.
Mm-hmm. So the lights turn on top of the elevator. In the elevator, you hear the mechanical whirring.
Is it coming up or down?
It's down.
Actually, wait. Anyway, let me think here timeline-wise. Yeah, no. The lights don't go on because the elevator is on this floor because you took it to get to this floor.
That's right.
So you just press the button and the elevator just opens up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we go in, and we go to what was the floor? The 5th floor. You said?
5th floor, yeah.
Yeah. So basement. Well, it wouldn't be the 5th floor because it's the basement level.
It would be
it would just
basement level.
It would just
BL.
be B.
Okay, just let me create my world. Okay.
Well, because 5th floor would be above.
Okay, so basement.
Yeah.
B.
So the doors close, and the elevator goes down. Ding, ding.
I say while we're going down, they should really add some music to these things.
I like the quiet.
They play this song every single time.
I kind of like the quiet.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, there's my favorite lyric.
I'm trying.
Then I make a quick remark. It's like, we should really increase the production value of this elevator.
The elevator stops and the doors open into the mortuary. Now, the hospitals usually have that smell of like disinfectant and mothballs and all that.
Mm-hmm.
This place is there's a
Rancid?
Very. Not even like rancid. I mean, you get that like rancid smell of like dead bodies, but also like so much disinfectant and like embalming fluid that just like the smells just kind of like linger there.
It's just stuck in the walls.
Yeah, it's just stuck in the walls, and it's like it's cold down here too, and it's a very uncomfortable area as you go into this like gray, almost like cinder block colored room. And as you enter like the main mortuary area, you like follow this like trail into one of the rooms that are just filled with drawers, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like the body drawers.
Containers.
Yeah. And what immediately strikes you, you see this, this medium-sized room. There's 2 tables with like, drawers and stuff like that, where mortuaries would like place dead bodies,
Yeah,
or
that's
get
the
their
prep
tools
table.
and all that. Yeah, prep tables. And you also see like the wall of like drawers and all that. But you see one of the drawers is actually out, and you see that there is a bag that has just been ripped to shreds on it, like a body bag.
How big is it? Like, is it a small bag or is it an actual?
It's a body bag.
It's
It's
a full-sized body bag.
Yeah.
It's a body bag.
Yeah, and it's just been like at the top, just ripped to shreds. What do you guys do?
I look at Leo. This place got any security cameras?
Yeah, the mortuary usually, in most rooms have, accessing from the elevator and everything should have security cameras.
How hard would it be for us to get access to them? I want to know exactly what happened in this room.
Well, and I kind of look around just out of
Yeah,
habit to
they're-
kind of be like, nobody's there. Is like, I can get inside and hack my way into the system, but it's not on this floor.
I say let's take a quick look. Be careful what we do.
Yeah.
And if there's more of those fuckers, we are deep shit right now.
As we enter, do we see any sort of objects we could use as like a weapon or something to defend ourselves?
This is a a mortuary, so if you like look through the cabinets, you'll probably find like I don't know, scalpels or something like
usually,
medical medical tools.
Like medical, most usually like comes from like a saw or a scalpel or something that helps divide bone.
Yeah, there's like syringes. There's a couple saws here and there, but yeah.
Just something. Well, just look for anything we can arm ourselves with in the meantime.
I guess I go over to one of the trays and I open it. I know in my knowledge of what would be in there.
Yeah.
Is usually like a scalpel or like cutting tools.
Mm-hmm.
So I pick up how many scalpels do I find in the
Yeah,
drawer?
there's like a good couple of scalpels, but if you want to steal a bunch of medical supplies on candid camera, be my guest.
I'm not stealing them.
Yeah.
I'm just grabbing them.
Okay.
So I take like 3.
We're
Okay.
just arming ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, cameras don't know.
Fair enough.
And I take that, and I say, stay near me because I wanna start checking each single one of these drawers.
Who's in charge of this section?
That'll be Frank, but he's gone. Like nobody really visits the mortuary, during dead hours.
We need to get a hold of Frank. He'll have a catalog of all these bodies, most likely.
Well, they usually keep a catalog somewhere around here, and I try to look around to see if because usually there's like a clipboard. Or
I'll also
something.
tell you, put some gloves on. Everything right now is evidence. We cannot contaminate the evidence.
Okay, sure enough.
So we'll
Yeah.
we go get
You
some,
just grab some latex gloves
Yeah,
and put them
the
on.
medical. Yeah, they're everywhere. So yeah, I put on some gloves. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
look for the catalog,
probably
see what
know
see what came in. If you're saying this was a week ago, this body, but they injected it 3 days ago, there should be a catalog of it somewhere, or some kind of report of it. I'll look around to see if there's anything strange in these damn.
I just realized. Well, I'll ask you, like, when you saw the tag, did you happen to see the name?
No, I didn't get a good look at the name.
It's great. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna head upstairs real quick. I'm gonna take the elevator up, and I'm just gonna get a quick look at the tag to see, so I could find that on the record. I guess I start looking around. Usually these things would be like on the wall, hanging up on the wall, so you just come in.
Yeah.
Do I see it?
Yeah, I think it's just plain to see the clipboard with people's names on it.
Okay. So I grab it. I'm like, I can't really identify who it is. So I hang it back up on the wall, and I
Just in case, there are any staircases around here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not just an elevator.
All right, cool.
That would be a very bad fire hazard.
Take the elevator. Worst case, I'll take the stairs.
Okay.
Alright.
So I hop back in and I go back to the main floor.
So
Okay.
now I want to say I'm in the actual room with the cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
What am I seeing in terms of just besides that open drawer?
Roll investigate.
Roll investigate. Okay, cool. I'll use homicide detective. I'm gonna use cautious.
And crime scene investigation, I presume.
Yes, I'll use those 3.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good.
God, we are barely.
We are just barely getting through.
We are tempting fate.
Gotta love these low rolls.
Gotta love them, yeah.
This
Okay.
is what you're gonna get.
So even with that low roll, you still get 3 clues because you had 3 power tags on there.
Okay.
Damn.
Cool.
But I get to mess with your clues a little bit.
Okay.
So have fun.
Don't be that guy.
Okay. So, first clue that I want to know is: did it look? Are there any kind of fingerprints or anything that shows that that someone had pulled this drawer or anything like that on the metal? Because if this is metal, the fingerprint should be clear, especially if it's that chrome kind.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Oil.
Oil,
Yeah.
any kind of body.
The oil,
like-
you could clearly tell it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You see on the drawer that there are fingerprints on there.
Fingerprints.
The plot thickens.
Fingerprints. Okay. Second, does anything in this room look out of place in terms of files being like someone had gone through
It was
ransacked almost?
Yeah. No, it doesn't look like anything's really out of place besides this drawer and the body
Oh.
bag.
Okay. Now I guess one more question. You said, right?
Yeah.
Was anything left behind?
Hmm.
Mister.
Yeah. I mean, besides the ever-present fog that's throughout this city, I would say that what's left behind is the trail that you've been following of like the clear yellow liquid leads directly to this drawer, and in fact, you can see on like the sharp corner of the drawer is like a bit of blood, a bit of pus, and this liquid leaking down onto the floor.
Blood, pus, yellow liquid. Is it like a big puddle of it on the drawer, or is it more of just small bits of it dripping?
It's smeared. It's hard to tell, but you get a 7 and 9, so I can do something.
Okay.
So whatever you're asking the question can ask you one question as well. You
Okay.
answer on the same terms. So I think like you're in this mortuary,
Right.
Detective Strange, the detective who can speak to dead bodies, and you just suddenly get this sense that there are just a dozen eyes looking at
yeah.
you.
It's the hospital.
You just hear 1,000 whispers, and they're all of these stares are just judging you. Like you feel them just bearing down on your neck. And there's this one whisper that you hear through through this like cloud of whispers because it's the one that's repeated the most, and it just goes, "What gives you the right to choose the dead and choose who lives?" You look around and there's nothing. It felt like there was a whole mob behind you, and then as soon as you turn around, there's nothing. No whispers, no figures.
I just start to like. I don't quickly rush out, but I leave knowing I'm in an area that I'm not wanted.
All right.
I start walking, and before I leave, I look back at the desk to see if there's anything I can take to at least to whatever, if the cops are on their way to come talk to us right now, like to at least say, hey,
Yeah, I mean there's the clipboard, but the desks are clean. Like there's not really a whole lot there.
All right. So I open the dresser and I see a bottle of schnapps. I go, well,
Okay, no, there's not a bottle of schnapps
Okay.
in the mortuary.
come on.
Yeah,
The
no.
guy would
Damn, you
drink
almost
too if
got
he
away
saw
with it.
death all day. I'm just joking. No, it's okay. So I just
It's not surprising
I'll-
that a mortuary could actually have some
There-
booze.
There's like rubbing alcohol.
no.
I'm desperate.
Before I leave, I leave the gloves on and I walk out. This way they know if they see me messing anything, I had gloves on, so nothing was
Yeah.
contaminated.
Okay.
All right. And
So you're taking the stairs?
I take the stairs up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Leo, you take the elevator up to
Base floor.
the base floor where the security office is. And as you get out of the elevator, you see that in this dark hallway, you have like the fluorescent lights, but because it's a night shift, it's like every third light.
Yeah.
You see that with these like blinding white lights, there's also like a bit of red and blue now streaming through the hallways, and you hear a distant siren, and you know that the cops have arrived and will be coming in soon. What do you do?
I quickly go over to the body because I know, professional as they are, I want to get my own information.
Mm-hmm.
So I go over and I look at the tag real quick. What do I see?
You see that this is a man named Mort Sanchez.
Typical.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because he's like a very pale man. But
Yeah.
his last name is Sanchez, so it's
And
like
he's
oh,
standing
okay.
at like 6 feet,
Yeah, 6 feet, like 6'3", something like that.
which is unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Maybe he's mixed. Well done.
I eventually make my way up to the.
Is there like a cause of death? I mean, I would think there would be.
Do mortuary tags usually have causes
Yeah,
of death on them?
No, I think
Yeah,
that would
usually-
be on the report.
Yeah, usually
So-
just be like a name and like a number.
Well,
That's what-
I guess when was this body registered in?
Oh,
It should have that.
Yeah, this body was registered in. The date says like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. I said, okay, so Mark Sanchez, 6 foot. I make a quick remark. Really? 6 foot? God damn.
You hear the door open and I'm coming through the stairway.
I take a quick look around. I'm like, oh shit, it's you, Arthur.
Found a name.
He's like, yep, it's Mort Sanchez, about standing at 6 feet with, and I give you like, right? That's surprising. But apparently this body was admitted about 2 weeks ago. So clearly you shouldn't be walking around.
Well, there's a fingerprint right on the railing of that container that was opened up. I'm gonna have forensics touch it. Make sure no one goes down there.
Okay.
Shoot, I forgot to mention this. The fingerprints were smudged to all hell.
Okay. Fingerprints were smudged to hell. I don't know if I'll see if forensic can pull anything out of it.
Damn. Actually, you know what? Before the cops, because the cops are here. I don't know if you witness all this blue and
Do the
red.
cops are the cops in at this point or not yet?
Yeah, the cops are still outside, and I think they're like about to rush in. So if you guys want to do anything,
Let's head over to the
Security.
mhm.
Where's? I mean, I should know where the security
Wait,
place is,
yeah,
right?
Before we head over, I pull out my badge. All right, let's go.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So me and Arthur, we head over to the security office.
Cool.
You remembered my name.
I'm practicing.
So as you guys hear footsteps on the stairs, you guys rush down a hallway and head over to the security office. The security office is you're just down like 2 hallways. You go down 2 turns, so it's a little ways away from your hobo hallway scuffle.
Yeah.
But the door is of course locked. What do you do?
I knock inside and I ask, is the security guard in today?
Yeah. You knock inside. And there's no answer.
I knock again, louder.
All right, so it's just like
I'm fucking banging on this thing.
yeah, and then you hear you hear like a chair creak, and you're just like, oh, what the? And someone walks over to the door and unlocks it, and it's a security guard, portly man, like a big mustache, like Magnum PI mustache, and
What's his name tag say?
His name tag says Dick.
Oh, that's Big Dick Richard.
Yeah, his name is Dick Johnson.
What does he say to us when he opens the door?
Yeah, so Dick Johnson comes up. He's just like, what's going on? Is there something going on?
What's the city called again? What did you name the city?
Eden City.
Eden City.
Eden City Police Department. I need to see your security cameras.
Oh, what?
I was just like, I should know. Fuck it. Dick, he's like, shit's been going down. He's like, we need to see the security cameras right now.
Yeah, sure. Come on in. He brings you inside, and there's like the wall of security cameras, and you see like on the desk there's a Walkman with a Walkman connected to some Apple earbuds just off to the side. It's still playing some like relaxing music that you hear. And the security guard goes, "Oh, what's going on? I mean, here's all the cameras right here. And oh my God, is that a dead body?"
I said, "Dick, I need you to pull up the camera that shows the entrance to the lobby."
Okay. He starts, tapping at the keypad and pulls it up, and he's like, "All right, so here's the big one right here on like his little computer." And it shows like the dead body, and you see cops are coming in, and already like there's Maddie kind of like showing them like what's going on.
I tell them from this point, start rewinding at half speed because I want to see if somebody walked in through the front door.
And then I look at Dan. I go, "Can you get me the security camera footage of the basement with the mortuary?"
Okay. Yeah. Which one do you want first?
Mortuary.
Let me see the mortuary first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he opens up the mortuary, and you see it's the same thing. He's like, "Oh, wait, that drawer shouldn't be open." What?
Do me a favor. What time did you say you clocked in for your surgery?
I was just about to bring that up. I clocked in. I started this emergency came in at around 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Let me start at 6:30.
Okay. He types in the time code and pulls up 6:30, and at 6:30 there's like Frank. The mortician, kind of a scraggly dude, little young for his profession.
That's usually where they put him.
Yeah, but yeah, he has like these like sunken like bags under his eyes, like he doesn't get a lot of sleep. And he's just kind of like doing his thing, just boring mortician stuff. You guys like, do you want me to fast forward?
Yes.
Half speed.
Okay, so he's fast forwarding and goes through the hours, goes to 6:30. 7:30, 8:30. At one point, you just see Frank just sitting in a chair in a corner reading a comic book. And then like Frank leaves as the night shift goes on, and it goes 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, nothing. And then as it gets to about like 11:50, 11:55, 11:56, 57, 58, the door opens.
I said stop.
And,
Play at normal time. Actually, rewind 2 minutes. Play.
Yeah, he starts playing, and for like a minute or so, there's empty room, and then the door opens, and you see a figure walk in. You see a teenage boy, in a trench coat with long black hair with the lock over his eyes, and he's strangely enough he's like slinking into this room carrying this like thick leather book under his arm.
I make a quick remark to Arthur. I'm like, you weren't kidding. That fashion is horrible.
Yeah, he actually, like, you can see his trench coat is open, and you can see he has like this like death metal t-shirt.
Giving us a bad name.
Yeah.
So what's he doing in this video?
He just kind of like looks around, makes sure no one's here, puts away his lockpicks in his pocket, then goes up to the drawer. He's wearing fingerless gloves, of course. And he like tries to like palm the handle, but some of his fingerprints gets onto the drawer. And he opens up the drawer, and it's just like a body bag there. So and he like reaches toward the zipper and then like stops himself, and then he pulls open the book and like flips to a page, and then he starts reading from it, and it's like this like weird language that neither of you have heard, and it seems like he's not used to saying it either because his voice is all like jilted and all that. But as he's saying this, you guys see in the video the mist begin to pull into the room, and security guards just like looking dumbfounded, like, what is this kid reading stories to dead people? Oh my God! And as he shouts that, the body bag begins to move, and at first it's just like it seems like something's like moving around inside the and then a hand rips through the zipper, and another hand, and then like a foot, and this person literally claws their way out of the body bag, and you see that it is the figure of Mort Sanchez. And at this point, the teenage boy, who you recognize now as Skid, he's just laughing. He just like closes the book and like steps aside as Mort just drags himself out of the body bag. He gets off the drawer, and you see he nicks his leg on like the metal edge, where you saw the embalming fluid begin, and Mort stands to his full like 6 foot height. And he just looks at Skid, and Skid's just like,
all right. Yeah, I can get behind this. Okay, so let's see. Raise your right hand for me real quick.
and the figure raises his right hand.
All right, put it down. Okay, now flip me off. I love it.
Okay, and it's like, this is like very like garbled audio.
I'm sick. For a hospital, this guy like cameras with audio. Damn.
Yeah. And then Skid goes,
all right. Let's see. Yeah, it'll take forever to get all these bodies out of here. What am I gonna do with you, though? You know what? Screw it. You're free. Go to the elevator. Do whatever you want, man.
and Mort just like looks at him. He goes like,
Eat some brains. I don't know, man.
and Mort's just like, and he turns around and he walks toward the elevator. And as he walks toward the elevator, time code goes to 1759. And Skid is just like, he actually turns toward the security camera, and as he does, he raises two of his fingers to his forehead and salutes it before winking, and then walking out of the room.
What a tool.
What? What? Just, was that guy not dead?
It's a long story, but I found my guy. Guess he was here around. Time code was, what was it again?
Yeah, the time code is at like 59 when he like raises the body
So
and
a
leaves the
minute
room.
before midnight.
Yeah.
Tell me, do you have it? Do you have security camera footage of the parking lot?
I mean, yeah, it was just, and at that point, the door opens, and a couple of police officers stream in. It's just like, sir, hey, I'm Michael McBadbat. This is Officer Gutierrez, and we need to see. Oh my God, Detective Strange, what the hell are you doing here?
Hey, McBadbat. How you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna take charge of this investigation from here. Why don't you call it a night?
Is the captain here?
And sure enough, the portly figure of Captain Jackson appears at the doorway, and Captain Jackson slouches in and goes, "All right, you got a lot of explaining to do in my office. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can break some ground."
Leo, give him everything you know. I gotta go kiss some ass right now.
Thank you for listening to Rolling in the Mist, our City of Mist actual play podcast. We hope you're enjoying yourselves. We're still very new to podcasting, so we're still working out some quirks here and there. I'm very excited about this story that we're going to tell, and I know my associates here, Ryan Bravo and Jason, are very excited too. So stick with us so we can find out what else is rolling in the mist.